of class 7. I hope you are all well and you have been doing well. You all know that we have been passing through a very tough situation right now due to the outbreak of fatal COVID 19. So, we cannot meet right now, but still, I hope we will overcome this situation and we will meet very soon. Before our school reopens, we can start our teaching learning process by this medium. So I hope you have the textbooks. If you don't have, you can download it from Google, right? So the first text that I'm going to start today is Three Questions by Leo Tolstoy. Okay. So before you read, you have also many questions in your mind. Here is also something like that. A king has three questions and he is seeking answers to them. So, seeking means searching, finding. SEARCHING or FINDING, finding. So, a king has three questions, not four, not five, not two, but three questions, and he is searching answers to the questions. What are the questions? Can you imagine? Does the king get what he wants? So questions means he was searching, he was in search of some answers. So does the king get what he wants? Three questions. Now we will start the text. The thought came to a certain king that he would never fail if he knew three things. So there was a king. Certain means one. Here one king. There was one king, and he had a thinking process, or he thought that he would never fail in his life if he knew three questions. Three things actually. Means if he knew three things, then he would never fail. These three things were: what is the right time to begin something? What is the right time to begin something? Means what is the proper time, right time to begin some work? Which people should he listen to, and who are the peoples? Means whom he will listen to, and what is the most important thing for him to do? So these are the three things, three questions that he was searching the answers. He was searching the answers of these three questions. What is the right time to begin something? Which people should he listen to, and what is the most important thing for him to do? These three questions. The king, therefore, so he sent messengers throughout his kingdom. He sent messengers. Messengers means those who carry messages. Here are the servants of the king. Okay. He sent them throughout his kingdom. Throughout his kingdom. And he promised a large sum of money to anyone who would answer these three questions. And he promised that he would give prize or a huge sum of money to those who will be able to tell the answers to these questions. What are the questions? What is the right time to begin something? Which people should he listen to? And what is the most important thing for him to do? Many wise men came to the king, but they all answered his questions differently. Many wise means intelligent men came to the king, came near the king, and they all answered, but they all answered differently, or the similar answer. In reply to the first question, that is, what is the right time to begin something? Some said the king must prepare a timetable. Prepare means make a timetable, and then follow it strictly. Strictly means exactly, properly. Means king must make a timetable and then the king must follow that properly. Only in this way, they said, could he do everything at its proper time. And they said that the king could do everything properly, carefully, if he prepares a timetable and he follows that. Okay. Others said that it was impossible to decide in advance the right time for doing something. Others means other wise men commented that it was impossible, it was not possible to decide in advance. Advance means before, okay, early, okay, the right times. It was impossible to decide the right time for doing something. The king should notice all that was going on, avoid foolish pleasures, and always do whatever seemed necessary at that time. And the wise men commented that the king should notice all that was going on, and the king must avoid foolish pleasure, stupid happiness, okay, and always do whatever seemed necessary at that time. Means the king must decide according to the situation. After observing everything, the king must decide according to the situation. Yet others said that the king needed a council of wise men who would help him act at the proper time. Council means a group of people chosen to give advice or to make rules. So, council of wise men. So, collective noun means a group of wise men who will decide, right? Think tank kind of, who will decide the activities, the future activities of the king. Okay. This was because one man would find it impossible to decide correctly. They commented, they said in the support that means the king needed council of men because it was kind of impossible for a man to decide the right time, the exact time, without the help of others. The right time for every action. Means they said that it was kind of impossible for a man to decide the right time to do the every action. Okay, so the king needed a council of wise men, and they must decide the proper time. Okay, but then others said that there were some things which could be urgent. Urgent means which could be done in the urgent basis, urgency, prompt basis. These things could not wait for the decision of the council. Means if you have this council of wise men, first they will look, that they will decide, but sometimes you have to do something and that must be done promptly, and for that the wait was kind of impossible. So in order to decide the right time for doing something, it is necessary to look into the future, and only magicians could do that. And in order to decide the right time. They said that for doing something, it is necessary, it is important to look at the future. Future means the future time, and only magicians, because they can do magic. So that's why magicians could do that. The king therefore would have to go to the magicians, and they said the king must go to the magicians. In their answers to the second question, some said that for the second question, which people should we listen to? Okay, some said that the people most necessary to the king were his counselors. Counselors, member of the council. Okay, member of his, that means the member of the wise, means that wise men council. Okay, the group of people, the wise men chosen to give advice or to the make rules, ministers, all these things. Others said the priest. Some said the counselors. Some said the priest. Priest means those who worship. Okay, religious means head. Okay, so a few others chose the doctor. Some said counselor. Some said priest. Some said doctors, and yet others said that his soldiers were the most necessary. Some said so counselors. Some said priest, and some said doctors, and some said the soldiers were the most necessary. That was the third question. What is the most important thing for him to do? Some said science, others chose fighting, and yet others religious worship. Some means about his activity. Means what is the most important thing for him to do? Some said he must means help the research, right? That is science. Others choose fighting, means he must engage also in fighting. Others said no, he must do religious worship. As the answers to these questions were so different, the king was not satisfied and gave no reward. So after listening the answers, the king was not satisfied, okay, not happy, and he did not give any reward. Instead, he decided to seek advice of a certain hermit. Hermit is a person who lives alone, and it's simple, like kind of monk. Okay, right? Who lives in jungle. Okay, so who worships God. Okay, so means he thought he will take advice from a hermit. Okay, so, and who was widely known for his wisdom. Widely means far and wide, means throughout the area, for his wisdom, for his knowledge. The hermit lived in a wood which he never left. Okay, it's one wood. He saw no one but simple people, and so the king put on ordinary clothes. So the hermit used to meet only simple people. So that's why the king put on ordinary clothes. And before he reached the hermit's hut, the king left his horse with his bodyguard and went on alone. So, and before reaching to the hermit, he left his horse and bodyguard, and he went there alone. Okay, so now we will continue the next part in our next class. Thank you.